This is gonna be a more casual video. As you can see, I'm not in my house. I don't have a house right now. Don't ask. Anyway, this is like a mini part 2 of Double Faced, the video I did last week. There's a few things I wanted to say about that song that I didn't say in the video, so I'm just filling you guys in. First of all, the intro. A bunch of people asked me about the intro specifically, and I didn't include it in the original video because I didn't find any polyrhythm in it. Basically what the intro is a very long riff that is made out of a bunch of smaller patterns. Now, a friend of mine, a drummer called Kane Daniel, this guy, you should check him out everywhere, he is terrifico. He pointed out to me that this intro can actually be counted as 6 bars of 4/4. So, something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dum ding dum dum pa pum pa pum pum tin ta do ka to te ta dum ta to ga dum pe dum to ga to pin tum ka da dum pa tum ka da dum pin tum pa da dum pam. Now, does that mean that it's in 4/4? That depends who you ask. So, in my opinion, having the beat count of 4/4 by itself is not enough to determine that that's the time signature. I need at least one more musical element to support that side in order for me to say that, yeah, it's in 4/4. So in the song, for example, we have that snare that stays in the 4/4 side alongside with the beat count. In the intro, we only have the beat count, and I don't know if I'll call that a 4/4, because not everything that adds up to 4/4 is necessarily a 4/4. If that makes sense. That being said, if I had to play this to a click track, I'll definitely prefer hearing all of this on a quarter note pulse and not on a metronome that changes constantly. So I'd prefer having I would rather have that than have a metronome that does, I don't know, or something like that. That would throw me off easily. Now, regarding where beat 1 is. I don't know if it happens to you, but there are some songs that you hear the beat 1 being in a certain position, certain place, but you know you're wrong. But even though you know you're wrong, you can't really unhear it. So this song is a great example. I hear the snare as beat 1, though I'm almost positive that I'm wrong. No, that I'm actually wrong, and beat 1 is the gap, and the snare is like the 2 and 4. I can't hear it that way because I got used to hearing the 1 as the snare drum. Another song that happens to me is Bent Nails by Snarky Puppy, where I hear the 1 in a certain place and I'm almost positive that I'm wrong. This doesn't really prevent me from playing the song, because I know where the groove is, I know how the song sounds, and I know the clave and the patterns, so I can play the song, but the communication between me and, let's say, the other bandmates would be kind of weird, because we would refer to the same beat in 2 different ways. I will call something beat 1, while it's going to be beat 2 or the end of 1 in real life. Get it? Let me know what you think about it, and if it's at all clear. And lastly, here's a short clip from last week's video that didn't make the cut because it just became too long. Lastly, I want to mention the small intro to this riff, this section. We're still in 4/4. Those hits are not the quarter notes, though it's very tempting to think so. Because for a second there, you have all instruments playing on the 5 side, and no one is on the other side. So there's no reason for you not to get easily tricked by it and think that it's a new pulse. But once that massive open hi-hat comes in, you realize these hits were those 5 stabs all along. Here is that section with a click. That's it, folks. I hope this makes sense. See you on Tuesday.